Good evening from Pattaya. It's 10 p.m. My family are in bed. I've done a piece of work this evening, fairly typical, and now I might grab 10-15 minutes watching some TV before I go to bed. And it's actually fairly typical of my working life and grind here, and feel I needed to do this vlog today because it can be quite tiresome, the comments online, with people either suggesting that all I want to do is gloat and rub it in how great my life is, which isn't true, or that I'm just cashing in on down about Thailand, which has some truths. I monetize it. I don't want to go over old subject matter or a beaten path of my defense. This is my channel, and I reserve the right to talk about what I want. But I do respect a great deal of the people that follow me, and so don't like my ethics questioned. Why do I do this? Well, it's largely a hobby that's developing, but it's my passion project. I like to inspire people who are perhaps sitting on the fence, not quite content with their life, looking for some answers or debate on different ways to live your life. And I mix that up with travel in Thailand and, of course, some of the sponsored content, which should be of interest, eating out in restaurants, different attractions. It's not obscure and very much targeted to people like me and you watching. But I also need to make it very clear that it's not an easy life over here, but I hustle and work hard and spend much of my time not just worrying about the work I do today, but the work I plan to do tomorrow, and try and predict the ever evolving, fluid, dynamic market you find in Thailand. It's far more transient, I think the word I've used in other vlogs, than if you were just to stay at home in your own country. And that requires creativity, determination, and hard work, unless you get lucky or you've got money behind you. I used to work in London, and the same disciplines and energy and drive I have brought across here. It was stressful. I was hustling. The difference is I prefer my lifestyle here. I also have dependents, family, kids that I want to put in to the best education that I can afford and not compromise their chances in the future. I also want to plan, well, what's happening to these when they get older? University. I'm sure it all comes down to me needing more money. And how will we as a family change when my kids haven't got Thai passports? We are effectively aliens on visas. The more money I can earn, the easier it is, because I can change my visa type and my family can jump on the back of that as well. For now, I just have a business visa, and there will come a time, I think my kids are 14, when we'll have to worry about their education visas and things like that. At the moment, after COVID, there was like a rush into property. I saw it. Pattaya went crazy. And as I look at the markets now, there seems to me Phuket is going through the roof, largely because of the Russians being displaced and not wanting to be in Russia whilst the war is going on. Understandable. And that's just surging. It's gone crazy over there. Pattaya likewise, especially with the new developments all over the place. Just huge demand, different nationalities as well. It's not just reserved to one single area. The Russians are really buying, the Chinese are back, the Indians are buying, and then you've got the Westerners as well. And some of my role over here for the last few years has been within property and hospitality, essentially on Koh Chang. I still work in media, and I have done about Thailand as well, which I've put into my work scope, and then continue to invest in some tech influencer products, which is my punt for the future, which continues to cost money and burn money. Developing software is not cheap. So my point in this vlog today is my life might look beautiful and wonderful. I'm just sharing the good sides. But today I wanted to give some balance and say that I work really hard for that. And there are highs and lows. You just need to be determined, just like you would in any other country. Don't think you can come to Thailand and work and have the easy life. You need to put the hours in. And Dan About Thailand does have sponsored posts, and it is an increasingly important revenue stream for me. But that does give me the energy to want to develop it further with an app, increasing the production standards, scripting, making sure that my content is relevant, not boring, and continues to service you guys. You ultimately vote. You just stop watching, and I haven't got a product. So that's me just being open and honest and transparent and trying to put to bed some of these wrong statements. I don't tolerate it. I tend to just block them, but I want other people to know my position here. That's it. Keep safe. Done About Thailand.